I'm William Grantham with IchimokuWeather.com with this quick analysis for Las Vegas Sands Corporation. We're going to first take a look at where our major support zone is at. We're going to use the bottom part of the cloud right here along with the flat area directly below it. And notice that this does correspond to where we have a red line flat right here. And even going back, it goes back into where there's been a consolidation zone back here in the past. So this is going to be our first level of supports underneath it at around $56.53 up to $57. For our resistance zone, we're going to need to pop over to the weekly. See that we have had a nice rise in prices. We're going to use the top of the cloud here in the past along with our last candle to show our resistance zone. So we're going to draw the top of the cloud over and we're going to put the top of the zone right at the top of our last candle, showing that this is our next resistance zone right above us. Going back to the daily, we're going to throw on a 10% stop and 10% target. Our 10% stop area is below our support, which is good. That means that our support zone might be able to save us if we do take a trade right here and market price does come down and challenge the 10% line. On the target, we do have it above resistance, and that's not quite as good. We have to get through that resistance to be able to get to the target if you wanted to take some off the table at the 10% above entry line. Here on the daily, we are underneath the blue line and above the red line. That is a nice channel that started back here right below the cloud, and that has created a nice bullish channel moving up, and we are inside the channel right now until we can move back above the blue line. The lagging green line, the Chico span, is free and clear above old market action as well as the cloud and lines, and that is a bullish momentum indicator showing that we do have more upside that could possibly come out of this particular movement. Our future cloud is green and it is getting thicker. It does have a little bit of a downtrend here as market action has come down just a little bit, but it could continue to get thicker if market action consolidates and then moves up. On the weekly, we can see that our support and resistance zone are giving us nice little end caps here to where our possibilities are. If we do come back down a little bit, the resistance zone on below is right where our blue line is on the weekly, and the red line is underneath it. And notice that the blue line is above the red line, meaning we do have a bullish channel here on the weekly as well. We do have a long flat top of the cloud right here, so that was going to be our next resistance zone as shown by the weekly on Ichimoku. So if we do challenge this particular support zone and fall through, then the next one we're going to be looking for is the one right here at 54. Our Chico span is right now finding resistance at the cloud. It does have a thin cloud right in front of it, so it's not going to cause much of a problem for the Chico span to be able to pass through the cloud. It's always easier to pass through a thinner cloud than a thicker cloud, and all it's going to take is for market action in the next few weeks to continue on up, and then that will move right through. Our future cloud is quite jaggedy and geometric shape, showing that we have had a lot of ups and downs recently, but it is getting a little bit thicker as we move forward. So if the market action can get up above our resistance zone above, we will see our green cloud in the future getting thicker. The black line is our 200 period simple moving average, and we do count that towards our momentum points. So we're looking at that as well as all of our other lines underneath with Ichimoku. And so that means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, getting all 5 of 5 possible points here on the weekly. And then on the daily, we don't get to count the blue line up above us, but we do get to count the red line and the top and the bottom of the cloud, as well as the 200 period simple moving average on the daily, which means that our momentum is at 9. Taking a look at our last 10 days of volume, we're looking at how many above average volume days we've had out of the last 10, and we've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we've had 6 days of above average volume over the last 10, and the above average line is angling up. So that means that we are having more volume come in, which gives us more power to our momentum. So currently Las Vegas Sands does have an Ichimoku momentum score of 9 and a volume power of 6. I'm William Grantham with IchimokuWeather.com.